A champion athlete, a celebrated coach, a man who helped shape India's shooting success, gone too soon. The sudden death of former Asian Games gold medalist and renowned shooting coach Jaspal Rana at the age of 49 has sent shockwaves across the sporting world. Reports say Rana fell ill while returning from the ISSF World Cup in Munich in Germany and later underwent a heart-related medical procedure at a Delhi hospital before his death. Dr. Balbir Singh, Group Chairman of Cardiac Sciences at PanMax, said Rana had arrived at the hospital in a critical condition after experiencing a 3-day-old heart attack. And despite initial recovery, he suffered a fatal cardiac rupture while asleep. He had also confirmed that the artery responsible for the heart attack was completely blocked. The doctor had also gone on to speak about the risks associated with late treatment when it comes to cardiac arrest. The sudden death of Jaspal Rana has left the sporting fraternity and everybody across the board stunned. A former Asian Games gold medalist and one of India's most respected shooting coaches. Rana's passing has once again brought the spotlight back on a worrying reality. The rising cases of sudden health emergencies among people who appear fit, active, and successful. His death is a reminder that health risks do not always come with visible warning signs. Even those who maintain discipline, fitness, and a high-performance lifestyle can face hidden medical challenges. And Jaspal Rana is not the only well-known name that has raised this concern. In the recent years, India has witnessed many shocking instances of public figures collapsing due to sudden cardiac events. Singer KK, known for his energetic performances, died at the age of just 53 after suffering a cardiac arrest at a concert in Kolkata. His death triggered nationwide discussions about heart health and ignoring early warning signs. Siddharth Shukla, one of television's most popular faces and a fitness enthusiast even, died at the age of 40 after suffering a heart attack. His sudden passing had shocked fans and highlighted concerns about cardiac risks among younger people. Puneet Rajkumar, a fitness icon and superstar of Kannada cinema, died at just 46 after a cardiac arrest. His death too led to widespread conversations about exercise intensity, stress, and regular medical screening. These incidents have changed the way people look at fitness. Because being fit, looking healthy, and having physical strength do not always guarantee that the heart is completely healthy. Doctors say silent risk factors, including high cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes, genetics, stress, lack of sleep, and lifestyle pressures, can sometimes remain undetected. The warning signs can be subtle: unusual fatigue, breathlessness, chest discomfort, dizziness, or a sudden drop in stamina. Experts stress that preventive health checks and awareness can be critical, especially for people with risk factors. Jaspal Rana's contribution to Indian sport will be remembered for generations, but his untimely passing also, unfortunately, carries a larger message. The strongest bodies also need attention. The healthiest looking people also need checkups. And when it comes to the heart, prevention may be the biggest victory. Big questions remain after Jaspal Rana's untimely passing. And bigger questions remain: did he suffer a heart attack 3 days prior? Was he treated late? Even as we continue to deliberate on whether Jaspal Rana's passing away should be the final wake-up call for cardiac health and awareness and risks associated with it, especially among young, fit people. We are living in the day and age of more and more awareness about the right kind of diet and the right kind of fitness regimen needed for longevity. But are people overstepping the line on that front? Are excessive extreme workouts causing sudden cardiac incidents? Dr. Saurabh Chopra, Senior Consultant Cardiology at Fortis, now joins us. Dr. Saurabh Chopra, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us. Simple questions. So many instances of young people, 30s, 40s, 50s, passing away due to cardiac arrests. Two questions. One is, how does one detect this early enough? And two is, what to do in case of such emergencies?
Thanks for having me here. So yes, how do we prevent this? Is that we have to treat the and prevent the risk factors. People are commonly having cardiovascular risk factors like diabetes, hypertension, smoking a lot, and family history of cardiac illnesses. These people are high risk groups, and they have to go frequent screening assessments. And if they have slightest of the symptoms, they should do a precautionary testing. In the simplest testing is doing a electrocardiogram. That would help. Like in this case itself, we know that he had some chest pain which was ignored, and then it was misunderstood as acidity, and subsequently when he presented, he was in a critical condition which was treated, but came out that he had succumbed to the loss of pumping activity of the heart. So he had a very he had a complication because of delayed presentation, and it led to this unfortunate event.
It led to an unfortunate event. How is it even possible, from what the doctor is saying, that he had a heart attack 3 days ago and he carried it and eventually entered the hospital?
Yes, so this is very common now that we misunderstand the symptoms and we ignore the chest pain as a case of acidity. So we have to understand that whenever chest pain is there, you can first you can ignore it as acidity only when you have done a basic checkup, you have got a electrocardiogram done, and if you have previous risk factors like diabetes, hypertension, overweight, or a smoker, or family history is predominantly very strong, then we have to be a bit more stringent about our assessments. And now we frequently recommend getting a lipoprotein A assessment done and lipid profile assessment done more frequently and earlier than previous. So when we are seeing these events happening in 50s and 60s in the fifth and sixth decade, now we are seeing it frequently happening in the third and fourth decade, as we have seen in this case. So earlier checkups, not ignoring the symptoms, and getting a checkup with a physician and getting a basic electrocardiogram done at the earliest helps. The delay of 3 days led to the loss of heart pumping, and heart muscle is such that once the golden hour is gone, the heart muscle pump, the recovery doesn't happen. So then the pumping function can get reduced. People can land up in heart failure, or the heart muscle can rupture into the heart or outside the heart, which can lead to such catastrophic complications, like in this case.
Okay, one last thing before we let go of you, Dr. Saurabh Chopra. Tell us, you're talking about regular tests for people. Say, when should they start? What age should they start? And how frequent should these tests be?
So I say that start early. Like if you have risk factors, like family history is very strong, start maybe in your when you enter your 20s. So 21, 22 years of age, you get a basic assessment done. Once in 3 to 5 years is fine, if your checkup is fine. So that once in 5 years, at least we can get a basic checkup. If somebody has cardiovascular risk factors like diabetes, hypertension, we recommend more frequent checkup, like once a year is a bare minimum. And somebody who has had a cardiac event, then we do recommend routine follow-ups. And generally, I do recommend my patients to come in at every quarterly visits and do a basic assessment. That everything is under control.
Fair enough. Thank you so much for giving us that clarity, Dr. Saurabh Chopra, Senior Consultant Cardiology at Fortis. Thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here